Hello everyone, today we are starting with Chapter 1, The Worst Birthday of Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Last year, he was a hero. He defeated a Dark Lord, won the House Cup, and found a home. But today, Harry Potter is back in the one place magic goes to die, number 4, Privet Drive. Imagine being a wizard who has flown on broomsticks and fought trolls, but now you are locked in a room where even saying the word, magic, is a crime. Uncle Vernon has bolted Harry's trunk, his wand, and his flying broom under the stairs. Harry isn't just a student on summer break, he is a prisoner of the ordinary. Harry spent his days trying to stay invisible. But the physical hunger wasn't what hurt the most, it was the silence. Not a single owl had arrived from his friends. As he stared at his snowy owl, Hedwig, who sat rattling her cage in a hunger strike of frustration, Harry began to wonder, was Hogwarts just a beautiful dream? Today was July 31, Harry's 12th birthday. But at the Dursley house, birthdays didn't exist for people like Harry. Uncle Vernon was obsessed with the dinner of the century, a deal with a rich builder named Mr. Mason. Uncle Vernon's entire career depended on this night. He was trying to land a massive order of drills from Mr. and Mrs. Mason. He ran the family through a drill of their own, a psychological rehearsal of fake politeness. Vernon, I'll be in the lounge, waiting to welcome them. Petunia, I'll be saying, may I take your coats, Mr. and Mrs. Mason. Dudley, I'll be saying, may I take you through to the dining room, Mrs. Mason. Then Vernon turned to Harry, his eyes narrowing. He reminded Harry of his place. Harry was given a ritual that felt like an execution of his identity. I'll be in my bedroom, making no noise and pretending I'm not there. Harry escaped to the garden to avoid the dinner prep. While singing, Happy Birthday, quietly to himself, he had looked at a photograph of Ron and Hermione so many times the edges were curled. He wondered if they had found better friends who didn't have lightning bolt scars or dangerous secrets. He felt he was being watched. From the depths of the hedge, two enormous, tennis ball-sized green eyes stared back at him. Harry froze. He felt a sudden coldness despite the July heat. But before he could investigate, Dudley appeared. Dudley taunted Harry about his birthday, asking why he hadn't received any cards. Harry, pushed to his limit, began to mumble nonsense, jiggery-pokery, hocus-pocus, squiggly-wiggly. Dudley scrambled away, terrified of a curse that didn't exist. Harry's only joy was the fear he could still strike into Dudley, even if he wasn't allowed to use real magic. But the laughter died quickly. He knew that if he didn't get back to Hogwarts soon, he might truly lose his mind in this house of grey walls and forced silence. The Masons had arrived. Harry slipped into his room, ready to endure another night of isolation. But sitting on his duvet was a creature he had never seen before. A small being with ears like dinner plates and eyes that glowed with a strange, frantic light. This was Dobby the house elf. His eyes were the size of tennis balls, and they were swimming with tears. In the book, Dobby doesn't just warn Harry, he adores him. He calls him the noble Harry Potter. But then, the mood shifts. Dobby warns of a plot that will make the events of the Philosopher's Stone look like child's play. He warns that Harry must not go back to Hogwarts. What would you do if your only birthday wish was to pretend you didn't exist? Ready for Chapter 2, where we see the floating pudding disaster, and Harry's official warning from the Ministry.